Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. This is Nick Reed in the booth tonight with Zach Doty, and we are live from Texarkana Game Day at Liberty-Eylau High School in the Raider Dome. Right before warm-up start, we are going to have parent appreciation here at Liberty-Eylau, giving appreciation to these parents for getting the kids to and from practice, to and from school, and just giving support to the Liberty-Eylau Leopards tonight.
Yeah, it's a great night. Parents do a lot for these kids, bringing them to practice and allowing these coaches to take control of their lives and make them better men. And so we want to give appreciation to them.
Number 2, TK. Number 5, J. Number 0, Shai Salute. Number 20, Sean 11. Number 11, G Money. Number 12, G Wade. Number 1, Tracy, which is out of town. Number 23, Big O. Number 22, Mark. Number 30, Third. And number 10, the Big J3.
Great ceremony right there at half court in the Raider Dome tonight. Parents walked away with a Liberty-Eylau colored towel as well as a rose. Or was that a rose or a carnation?
It is a rose.
As well as a white rose. Just showing a little bit of appreciation for these parents. Like we said before, parents play a humongous role in high school athletics, Doty.
Absolutely. Just showing that appreciation that they always deserve and taking one night out of the season to show that appreciation.
And that's great. They get to do it in front of a pretty packed gym right now on both sides. A lot of Pleasant Grove people traveled across town tonight to come to this game. And, of course, as always, Liberty-Eylau packs out the Raider Dome.
Yeah, good crosstown rivalry. These teams always like to play each other in every sport, and it's a good opportunity for all of Texarkana to come out. I see people from Texas High here and from outside communities as well.
Exactly. We see a lot of different colored Letterman jackets around the arena. That's always a good thing. We talked about it at Hoop Fest. It's always good to see kids come from across town to the other side of town to see their, I'm not teammates, but, their friends, their classmates play and watch these teams compete, man. It's good for the city.
Yeah, it's all good brotherly competition around here in Texarkana. Everybody has respect, and we're all trying to make it out of the same area and make it to that next level and go to college and make it to the pros.
Exactly. And speaking of college, we also have Texas A&M Eagles head men's basketball coach in the building tonight, Ryan Wall.
Of course, we saw him last night coach the Eagles to a victory against the Hudson-Tillotson Rams. Great game by him, and a great suit, I want to add to that.
Exactly. And men get dressed nowadays from the feet up. So we talk about a suit a lot, purple suit, pink flower, great accessories. But no other better accessory than the Dior Jordan 1s.
Yeah. He came out dripping last night, and his assistants were even that way too with the plaid suits and the dunks on.
Exactly. The A&M Eagles definitely put on a show last night. 21 threes, I believe. They ended the game with 21 three-pointers. That was crazy. And then also Texarkana native Connor Willett scoring his 1,000th point last night.
Yeah, he went off last night, had double digits. Pleasant Grove alum, and he's just a great part of Texas A&M's history, and he's only been there for 3 years.
Exactly. Well, tonight, Doty, we have an in-district crosstown rivalry matchup against the Pleasant Grove Hawks, crosstown against the Liberty-Eylau Leopards in their home gym tonight. What do you expect?
I expect kind of what we saw already in their first matchup. So in their first matchup,
Be careful there, Doty. I'm a Pleasant Grove alum as well.
I know. Previous meeting, Liberty-Eylau won 66-54, and Tracy Revels was kind of the key piece of that game with 12 points. We won't see Tracy tonight. He's off doing a 7-on-7 tournament, so we'll see if that's a key factor tonight for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Exactly. Tracy Revels just received an offer from the University of Colorado to play football.
Yes.
So him going to that 7-on-7 tournament makes plenty of sense.
Well, so as we shout out Tracy Revels, we want to shout out Jalen Bordley, who got an offer from Louisiana Tech in Houston not too long ago.
Exactly.
The past couple of days.
Most definitely. And then that's going to be a big piece because I had before I learned or before I gained the knowledge of Tracy not being here, I had him being a key factor in the Leopards win tonight. I have the Leopards pick to win tonight, but I had Tracy as a key piece of that. Without him being there, that could be big for guys down low.
Yeah, he's a key piece to that Liberty-Eylau offense and defense. And defense is kind of their main point when you look at this team. Coming into this game, Liberty-Eylau is plus 224 in point differential. That means they are scoring a lot more than they are giving up. And that is very impressive. And we want to see that from the Pleasant Grove team tonight as they are in the Midas area. Then again, Liberty-Eylau has played more games than Pleasant Grove, so that has a factor in it as well.
Most definitely, and with Tracy Revels being out tonight, I'm going to slide 2 players up from Pleasant Grove that I think are going to make a big impact without him being out there defensively, and that's going to be number 11, Whit Lawrence, as well as the big man down low, number 4, Martin Haley.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to see Pleasant Grove this year. I've been off doing other games, but I know that you have called them multiple times, so you're going to be more familiar, and I'm looking forward to seeing this team for the first time. I have heard a lot about them, and I'm interested in seeing how they do.
This Pleasant Grove team, they're a team that likes to get out and run. Their leader, their senior, Keenan Kelly, very athletic guard, can get up in the air, rise above the rim a lot. I'm sure we'll see a couple of dunks from him tonight. Here goes one right here in the warm-ups. But they like to get out and run, and they like to get him the ball, and they move very well without the ball. He's going to be the key ball handler tonight, but they're going to move well without the ball and try to get open in the corners for those threes.
Yeah, and so like looking at these rosters, we brought this up in the Hooks New Boston game, but a lot of dual sport athletes with football and basketball, a lot of these games were big factors in their team's football seasons and led them to playoff wins.
Most definitely. And then this rivalry also makes people step it up a notch, right?
Yeah.
So there's some guys that we aren't naming right now that could possibly have some humongous games in a game like this. You know, the first matchup did not go Pleasant Grove's way. Liberty-Eylau came away with the win, a pretty big one at that. So these guys are going to come out tonight with a little chip on their shoulder, I believe, and try to take care of business.
And I would like to see how Pleasant Grove handles that kind of situation, this big game situation. They are playing for district right now, as Pleasant Grove is 4th in district, sitting at 2-3, and Liberty-Eylau is 3-2, is 2nd overall. And I mean, a key factor that I looked at coming into this game was how they played Paris, the number 1 team in district. Liberty-Eylau fought hard, stayed in it the entire game, and was able to hold them to a low amount of points. Whereas Pleasant Grove, their defense kind of gave up in that game. So I would like to see how they bounce back and are able to handle that big pressure in this game.
Oh, yeah. And also, I'm going to move up from my key players to the game of the guy from Liberty-Eylau, who I think will have a bigger impact as well tonight, and that's going to be number 20, Sean White. Last time these teams met, he had a really big fourth quarter in that game. I remember he was grabbing boards like crazy and getting a couple putbacks and ending up at the line as well. And then we also watched Liberty-Eylau, and we streamed that game of them Paris in this gym. In that game as well, Sean White did everything he could to try and get Lee to get a win that night. And so I think he's going to be a big factor coming in this game.
I want to see what J.J. Hampton can do. J3, as they call him here in Liberty-Eylau. See if he can get it done from beyond the arc and carry that team beyond the three-point range, which is where his key game is.
Oh, yeah. J.J. Hampton, definitely going to see him step behind the arc a few feet tonight. He doesn't just shoot him with his toes on the line. He shoots from the volleyball line. He shoots it outside. And if he gets going, it's going to be well. But he also has the ability to kind of hurt the Liberty-Eylau offense because they respect his shot so much that he has that full-on green light.
And he's got to take advantage of that. That's going to be a key factor. And that's just with all of their shooters. Take advantage of these open looks and not necessarily pass it around too much, but also just find those open looks.
And there's a guy on this Liberty-Eylau offense that we cannot or on this Liberty-Eylau team, he plays well on both ends of the court, but it's Chris Lewis. He's a senior on the team. He's one of their leaders, and vocally and as well as with his play. I mean, he's getting steals. He moves up and down the court very, very well, and if he gets in that corner, you're in trouble.
I really enjoyed Chris Lewis's play, like you said, whenever we were here for that Paris game. Watching him, he's kind of a point guard, shooting guard hybrid, a two-way player that just shows nothing but hustle on the court. And that's what you love to see. One of my favorite things that I learned in basketball was it's not about your talent, it's about the hustle that you put in. And Chris Lewis is the embodiment of that because he has that hustle and then his talent comes in after that. And you can see how good of a player he really is.
And then we also have on this Liberty-Eylau roster number 5, Jaquan Roberts. Sometimes he comes off the bench, sometimes he starts. But either way it goes, he's a really athletic guard / forward, I guess at the high school level. But he's taller. He's a taller guy, coming in around 6'2", 6'3". He has really, really good athleticism, good handle on the ball, and can rise above the rim fairly well. So I think he's like an X-factor guy for this Liberty-Eylau roster tonight.
I also want to see the senior leadership off of Pleasant Grove. Ben Bricker, especially, he'll get some minutes in, see if that senior leadership can pay off for this Pleasant Grove team.
Most definitely. You got Kason Wright, senior as well for this Pleasant Grove team. Xavier Carter, senior for this Pleasant Grove team, who also gets good minutes here and there for the Hawks. Kenan Kelly, we've mentioned him. Martin Haley is a senior as well. So they've got the senior leadership. Whit Lawrence, I mentioned his name earlier. He's a senior too. So Pleasant Grove is really senior loaded, I guess you could say. So they have the age advantage in this game for sure. They just have to put that leadership to use here in this game and lead these young guys to a victory. But that's going to be it for the halftime show, Dodie. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be right back here on Game Day. And we are back live in the Raider Dome, Liberty-Eylau High School, where they are set to take on the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Warm-ups are over. Teams are on the sideline talking to their coaches. Dodie, it's time for some Friday night high school basketball.
I'm very excited. We've had a great week of basketball. Able to see Brianna Block achieve 1,500 points this week. Able to see I can't even remember. Connor Willett out of Texas A&M achieve 1,000 career points. And I'm expecting another great basketball game here tonight.
Same here, Dodie. Same here. I'm super excited. There is one guy that I left off of our pregame that I want to talk about right now, and that's going to be number 11, Roderick Galloway. He came in off the bench at point guard and played a tremendous role in that game against Paris, and I want to see that again tonight. But we have Sean White and Kenan Kelly set the tip. Liberty-Eylau is going to win that tip. Jaden Hampton set to bring the ball up for the Leopards. And there he is from 3. Not going to fall for the Leopards. Kason Wright takes over for the Hawks.
We got some more T-High boys. Mr. D. Brown in the building.
University of Texas signee. Hawks get it inside to Bordley. Bordley with the post move. Not going to go for the Hawks. Big rebound from Sean White. Sean White from the top of the key, off the glass, and then the bank is open in Liberty-Eylau tonight.
Good first opening bucket there by Liberty-Eylau to set the momentum.
Pleasant Grove across half court. Get it inside again to Bordley. Bordley's up, and he will be fouled. Headed to the line for 2. The foul line, a spot where Jalen Bordley likes to make his money.
He has such a big presence underneath, and it's so hard for defenders to handle him that it makes sense why he is able to draw so many fouls underneath.
Exactly. Jalen Borley, one of those two-sport athletes we've already mentioned, as he hits that first free throw. He's one of those two-sport athletes, and he uses that football speed and strength on the basketball court.
Yeah, he holds many offers, Division I offers in football, and he's only a sophomore, and to see the way that he can elevate his game and improve even more is going to be fun to see the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Jaquan Roberts, there he is, setting up the offense for the Leopards. He wants to get through. He does. He finds Chris Lewis in the corner. That's not going to go. Kenan Kelly finds Martin Haley, pull-up jumper. No good for the Hawks. Chris Lewis in transition, big block from Kenan Kelly. Liberty-Eilau's ball on the baseline.
Great hustle by Kenan Kelly to get back down there and get the block on Chris Lewis, who was not hesitating at all.
Jaden Hampton wants three. No good for the Leopards. They will keep possession. Jaquan Roberts, it's good. Nothing but the bottom in the Raider Dome.
They're just trying to hit all those threes he can to
Liberty-Eylau forces a turnover.
The bottom for him.
He wants one, but Jaquan wants another. There he is with the bucket. It's good with the floater.
Good hustle, getting his own rebound there, getting the floater, and putting his team up now.
Very athletic guard. There's Ellie with another steal. Chris Lewis takes it in transition. Tyler Kelly pull up. No good on the stop and pop. Jalen Borley for three. Off the front of the rim. Kason Wright with his rebound. It's good off the glass for the Hawks. Pleasant Grove wants to bring pressure now. Liberty-Eylau gets across. Tyler Kelly inside. He's fouled. Offensive foul, actually. Oh, no, he will. He called it a block. I thought I saw a little fist pump action.
Yeah, I originally saw that too, but then I saw his hands go down to his waist, and he about to change the call to a block.
Nonetheless, Tyler Kelly makes his first free throw. Tyleek Kelly, I'm sorry. I've already been corrected on his name once before. Second free throw falls for the Leopards as well. And here comes that pressure. Had a conversation with head coach Billy Brewer before the game, and he said that they weren't coming out of the press.
I like that game plan. We talked before the game that's what we would do if we were head coaches. We love the press and think that that's the way that basketball should be played. Stick your man on your man and just go from there.
Exactly. There he is. Jaquan Roberts, no good on the transition bucket, but Sean White with the rebound and putback. Pleasant Grove across half court. Steal from Sean White. The Leopards are out in transition, and they will have a bucket. Tyleek Kelly. That's going to force a timeout from Craig Collins and the Pleasant Grove Hawks. And as they take this break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
In Arkansas, see Brian Bolt for a free insurance review.
And we are back. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the first quarter here. 13-4 is your score. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards have jumped out to a very, very fast start here.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove hasn't really been able to get across half court so far with this Liberty-Eylau defense being so impactful and pressuring them. It's been amazing so far.
Head coach Billy Brewer coming over to the desk. My former head coach making a little joke there, saying they're going to bring out the big nasty here. And here he comes, Sean White. No good for the Leopards. after another steal in transition. Pleasant Grove will get across half court this time. Casey Wright inside to Martin Haley. It's up and blocked from Jaquan Roberts, but Jalen Borley will get the putback. 2 points for the Hawks. In the corner, Chris Lewis bangs off the front of the rim. No good for the Leopards. Martin Haley, stop and pop. No good. Liberty-Eylau out in transition. Jaquan Roberts, it's up and good off the glass.
Good finish there by Jaquan Roberts.
Another steal for the Leopards, and Jaquan Roberts, he will be fouled and headed to the line for 2. This Liberty-Eylau press is really plaguing the Hawks right now, Doty.
Yeah, and it's allowing their guards to kind of stay back and able to get these easy buckets inside and draw fouls. Right now we've seen like 3 guys, mainly Sean White, Jaquan Roberts, and Tyleek Kelly be their main scorers and only scorers, and that's because of that press and able to finish on the fast break.
The fast break is where Liberty-Eylau loves to make their points. You can turn the game around really quick with 5 steals in a row, Doty.
Absolutely, and if you're Pleasant Grove, you've got to clean that up. You've got to figure something out to get more people down low and just create that separation to allow open passes and get down the court and allow Jalen Bordley and Kason Wright and Keenan Kelly to finish down, on the boards.
Exactly. Free throw no good for the Leopards. They will get their own rebound. Off the glass, no good. Pleasant Grove's got to slow it down here. They've got to make sure they don't try to jump into Liberty-Eyelou's lane and play their game here. There's another steal for the Leopards. Pleasant Grove's going to steal it right back, but give it right back to the Leopards. Turnover, Liberty-Eylau. Crazy sequence of events right there.
Yeah, he got a little bit anxious and just caused a bad pass there. Now for the Hawks, we'll get in Ben Bricker for Martin Haley.
Ben Bricker fouled immediately as he checks into the game. He'll head to the line for 2. Want to give a shout out to Tracy Revels. He's online cheering his team on. Says, let's go.
I know he would like to be here with his team right now, obviously doing that 7-on-7 and trying to improve his other sport. But still, nonetheless, cheering on those Leopards from home, and that's crosstown rivalry.
Exactly. Ben Bricker coming in, trying to make an immediate impact here. He's at the free throw line. Second free throw won't go. That's going to be over the back called against Jalen Bordley. Liberty-Eylau inbounds the ball. Jaquan Roberts out in transition. He's going to be fouled. Wow, we're actually going to have the call switched again to a traveling violation against the Leopards as Whit Lawrence checks into the game for the Hawks.
Yeah, unfortunate travel there. If he wouldn't have traveled, it would have been probably a defensive foul there on Ben Bricker. He kind of grabbed him on his way up.
Ben Bricker comes in and makes a huge presence in the post for the Hawks. Three-pointer from Bordley, no good. The Leopards out in transition. Jaquan Roberts going to take flight off the glass and in for 2.
9 points in this first quarter by Jaquan Roberts. That's huge.
Whit Lawrence, stop and pop for the Hawks. Off the glass, no good. Bricker gets his own rebound. He can't finish either. We're going to have a travel from the Hawks. Liberty-Eylau gets ready for the full sail sub.
A little bit of mishandled there between Bricker and Jalen Bordley. Couldn't decide who wanted to get the ball, and they called it with Bricker, and he got the travel.
17-6 just scored. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Liberty-Eylau getting it done. There's one off the glass and good, and one. Number 30 for Rail Thurman, his first bucket of the night.
And that's got to feel good for Coach Brewer to sit all your starters and have a full sale sub and to come in and get and one first play.
Exactly. Knowing that there can be a sub and no drop-off. That's one thing you always want as a head coach, especially when you're subbing 5 for 5. Even though right there they only sub 4 for 5, Mr. Tyleek Kelly is still out there in the game. But one of my favorite guards to watch, we didn't speak about him pregame, which is crazy, Keanu Shepard.
Oh, yes.
He just checks into the game.
Another one of those dual sport athletes that were super good for their
Whit
teams.
Lawrence with the up and under, no good. Shepard to Kelly. Behind the back pass to Thurman, no good for the Leopards. That ball bounces off the leg of Greg London.
Smartly thrown off by Jalen Boardley there.
Off the bottom of the glass, there's a bucket. Roger Galloway. Whit Lawrence in for 2 on the other end. Keanu Shepard gets out in transition, loses the ball, but at least going to keep possession. Turnover. Torian Phillips. He gets inside, up and under. No good off the glass. Last touch by Ben Bricker. Liberty-Eylau take over here.
I wonder if we're going to see what we saw in those last few games with the technical for jersey mismanagement. On our records, we have Roger Galloway as number 11, and he's wearing number 14 tonight. So I don't know if the scorers table is going to see that and possibly get a technical foul on Liberty-Eylau.
I do believe they changed that 2 games ago. I have my old roster from the last game that I handwritten one, and he was number 14 there. So maybe they haven't changed on the scores table.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, there's 2 points on the mid-range bucket from Keanu Shepard. Whit Lawrence tries to go off the leg of Jaquan Roberts, who saves it. 3 is up. No good for the Leopards. They will get their own rebound just before the turnover. At the 20-second mark, Liberty-Eylau still bringing pressure. They find Boardley in the corner. He gets inside to Bricker. Bricker's going to be fouled hard.
That was a hard foul, but it did seem like it was all ball.
It looked a lot. There was a lot of ball there. The fans are not happy about that call. They wanted a jump ball, but nonetheless, there's a foul. Ben Bricker's at the line for 2.
Let's see if he can redeem himself after those. He missed those last 2. His first time to the line.
First one falls for Bricker. Oren Gar checks in for Liberty-Eylau, as well as Kenan Kelly for Pleasant Grove. Second free throw won't go. Rebound does go to Pleasant Grove. Just 10 seconds in the quarter. Torian Phillips wants 3. It's no good. Steal by the Hawks. Torian Phillips will be fouled. Going to have a throw in on the sideline. Two seconds. Kenan Kelly's got to pull it. It's up. No good. That will be the end of the quarter. 26-9 is your score. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards all on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks. We'll take a break right here. We'll be right back on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back live at the Raider Dome for some second quarter action. 26-9 is your score. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards off to a fast start tonight.
Yeah, it's been great to see Liberty-Eylau so far, getting everybody involved. They have 6 people with points on the board so far. Very impressive, and that defense has been crucial as well.
Defense has been very, very crucial. Still out playing very tight defense. Picking up right at half if they're not in full court press. There will be a foul inside. Jalen Bordley fouled, headed to the line for 2 more free throws. Pleasant Grove, if they were making their free throws right now, would it have it in a little closer ball game?
Yeah, that's been kind of their Achilles heel so far. With Ben Bricker going to line already twice and only being 1 for 4, and then Jalen Bordley as well. And here it is.
That free throw there off the mark.
And that's just a little thing of the game of basketball where it seems really easy, but if you don't make them, it's crucial in this game.
Missed free throws. The Hawks will get their own rebound. Torian Phillips, nothing but the bottom in the Raider Dome tonight. Inside pass to Jaquan Roberts is up and good.
Double digits for Jaquan Roberts here in the beginning of the second quarter.
Tip pass from Jaquan Roberts as well.
The last time these two teams played, the leading scorer had 12. I have a feeling Jaquan Roberts is going to get a lot more of that tonight.
Exactly. Jaquan Roberts walking with a little extra spring in his step tonight. We saw him get above the rim a lot in the warm-ups. Ben Bricker, no good underneath. Kenan Kelly, no good underneath. Ben Bricker, shot number 2 was no good as well. Pleasant Grove really shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
And that's not what you need. Again, like I was talking about in pregame about big games and being able to handle it under this pressure. And right now they're not being able to handle it.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau bringing a lot of pressure, and that is causing a ton of problems. Jaquan Roberts wants 3 off the front of the rim. Torian Phillips gets out in transition up court to Kenan Kelly. He wants 3 more. Not going to fall for the Hawks. That ball is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Liberty-Eylau. Pleasant Grove keeps it right here.
Yeah, Ben was trying to pull it into himself, but then kicked it, and I think it bounced off Tyler Kelly's leg to go out of bounds and stay with Hawks ball.
Hawks moving it around the arc. Looking to get that ball inside. Sean White and Jaquan Roberts aren't having it. Torian Phillips wants 3. It's up. It's good off the back of the rim. He has some words for the crowd after that shot.
And that all started with that Jalen Bordley screen.
Jaquan Roberts wants 3 as well, and he gets the friendly bounce. Jalen Bordley's going coast to coast. That's stolen by Chris Lewis. He's out in transition.
Oh.
Off the bottom of the rim as the Hawks take over. Torian Phillips all the way inside. He's up. Not going to go, but he will be fouled. Headed to the line for 2, Mr. Torian Phillips. 31-15, your new score here. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the first half.
Down there, Chris Lewis's eyes just got a little bit bigger than his mouth. Couldn't get it to follow through, wanted to dunk it to home, get this crowd popping, and wasn't able to handle it.
Free throw falls for the Hawks, and that's right. Chris Lewis, a guy standing under 6 foot, gets out on the fast break, and with the start they've had, and I told you earlier, these guys are walking around with a little different spring in their step tonight, so it doesn't surprise me that he tried to dunk that ball right there. Second free throw good as well for the Hawks.
And luckily, that won't hurt them too bad, as it's still early in this game. They have a big lead, but still would have liked to have that bucket.
Robert for three. Not going to go. Bricker gets it in the middle. Shot for the Hawks is up. No good. Three-pointer coming from Brenton Clark. (31-17) is your score. 5 minutes left to go in the half. Liberty-Eylau baseline. Tylee Kelly from three. Not going to fall for the Leopards that get their own rebound.
Oh, JJ.
Jaden didn't want to shoot it. Looking to.
Coach Brewer wanted him to shoot it, though.
Maybe he knew Chris Lewis would be in the corner. Three-pointer won't go. Torian Phillips all the way. He's fouled hard. And we'll head to the line for two.
It's a rough game. I wonder how many Jaquan Roberts is at now. I feel like that's his third foul. Hope he doesn't get in foul trouble early in this game.
I do love it when we go to the arenas that have the player's number and their fouls beside it. I like that. It helps. It makes our job a lot easier.
I do like the Raider Dome, though. It's a beautiful stadium, one of the best here in Texarkana, and I love the scoreboard up at the top. Gives that good basketball feel.
Love the scoreboard at the top. Love the lighting in this gym. I love how big it is, but it also packs out very, very well.
Even something so simple as the floor pattern, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Always love coming here out to LE.
Orengar from three.
Ooh.
Not going to go. The crowd wanted as much as he did. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Leopards. Pleasant Grove basketball.
I think Pleasant Grove got away with there with a little foul down low as they were kind of holding Jaquan Roberts from getting that rebound and putting it back up.
Ben Bricker, he gets it. Bounce pass. It's going to be tipped. Kenan Kelly wanted a more firm pass to get in there. Probably would have been a bucket.
Nonetheless, still great hustle there by Roger Galloway to knock that pass away and not allow it.
Inbound to Kenan Kelly. Three-pointer from the Hawks, no good. Liberty-Eylau getting out in transition very well tonight. Orengar, shots blocked by Kenan Kelly, a guy we've seen go up and get plenty of blocks this season.
Kenan Kelly got up high for that one and sent it right back where it came from.
Tylee Kelly, baseline floater, no good for the Leopards. Greg London with the rebound and putback. Roger Galloway gets the steal. Greg London again, and it's in for two. Liberty-Eylau still bringing pressure here. Gonna have a foul picked up by Greg London.
He's just trying to get his name called.
Just wants his name called a little bit more.
I mean, two great buckets for his first buckets of the game, and then coming out and still trying to fight hard, getting another steal. Unfortunately, fouls right there, getting their 8th foul, so it'll bring him to a 1-on-1 here.
Putting Pleasant Grove in the bonus with 3 minutes or well over 3 minutes left in the half is kind of dangerous for the Leopards, even though they have a pretty comfortable lead right now.
They haven't been fouling a whole lot. Well, I guess they have been. And whenever it mainly comes to shooting. But at the same time, Pleasant Grove isn't able to knock down their free throws.
Exactly. We're going to have a block on Ben Bricker there. He wanted the charge call. That's going to send number 3, Keanu Shepard, to the line.
I wonder at one point Coach Collins is going to have to take Brooker out. It seems like he could be getting frustrated and letting emotions get the best of him, and that's affecting him on offense and defense now.
You're a smart man, Doty, because it's going to happen after this free throw here. Coming into the game is number 4, Martin Haley, as well as 0, Cohen Cade. Second free throw falls for the Leopards. Still bringing pressure. Torian Phillips wants to get all the way. Finds Kelly outside for three. Three-pointer's not going to go for the Hawks. Rebound to Corey Johnson.
Good streak coming down there by Guar.
Yes, sir. Liberty-Eylau out in transition. Tyleek Kelly for two. Cross-court pass to Haley. Haley's going to be fouled. That's Roberts again, Doty.
They'll come back to the line now as they are in the bonus. 1-on-1 though. They've got to make that free throw for it to count.
I was going to talk about it earlier when you said that. It's almost in Ellie's favor to go ahead and go with the hack-a-shack mentality on these guys down low for the Hawks.
Get the foul. Hope you get it back.
Free throw missed for the Hawks again.
Oh.
Galloway finds Roberts underneath, not able to connect.
Roger Galloway might be the next quarterback for LA next year. Watch out, JJ.
Roberts checks out of the game. Thurman checks in. Another steal for the Leopards. The Pleasant Grove's going to get that ball right back as Cohen K comes across half court. Steal from Keanu Shepard. He's going to go all the way here. No good on the fast break. He wants three now. And it's good. Nothing but the bottom. Keanu Shepard.
Keenan Kelly there stole the ball from him on his way on the fast break. Able to get the ball back and drain it from three.
Johnson gets it across half court. Cohen Cade up for two, and it's good off the glass.
Good hold back there by Liberty-Eylau, not getting that wasted foul and getting them in the double bonus. Just a good smart move there by Shepard.
Pleasant Grove baseball team walks in. We ought to have some good crosstown matchups there as well.
I'm looking forward to it. Number 1 and number 9 in the state.
We're going to have a foul called there underneath on Torian Phillips. Just the 5th team foul for the Hawks, so there will be no free throws here.
I mean, speaking of baseball, we had this great series last year between PG and LA, and I think we'll see the exact same thing coming up in the spring. It's coming at the beginning and coming at the middle of February.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Gonna have a lot of games streamed here on game day. It's gonna be a good deal. Thurman, he wants two underneath. Liberty-Eylau still out in that press. Putting pressure on the Hawks. The Hawks will get across half court. Inside of Torian Phillips. He wants to be fouled. He will. Headed to the line for two, Mr. Torian Phillips.
I think Torian Phillips is kind of a sleepy, great person for Pleasant Grove. He's been able to hit him from outside, isn't afraid to drive in, and his defense has been pretty good as well. Let's see if he can make his free throws there and kind of be a well-rounded player and be that player that Pleasant Grove needs throughout this game.
Yeah, Torian Phillips, he's definitely an inside-outside guy in basketball. He's also one of those two-sport athletes coming down, playing that outside linebacker, sometimes moving into the secondary player for the Hawks. And he's like you said, he's that sleeper. He's not going to make a lot of noise, but if he gets the ball, he's going to shoot it. And he also doesn't mind driving to the paint.
Well, he already has 10 points on the night. Is the only double-digit scorer for the Hawks, and has just been playing great.
And there he is right there, great hands, knocking that ball out of bounds. Ball inbounded to Galloway. Galloway outside to Hampton. Hampton wants three. Not going to go.
JJ.
Inside the right. That ball stolen by Shepard. He's going to get it up court to Chris Lewis, who wants two, and it's good. The switcheroo there went from the left to the right hand. And Casey Wright's going to be fouled here on the sideline.
Assistant coach Trey Carson there, not happy with that foul by J.J. Hampton.
Just 42 seconds left in the half. That foul is going to put Pleasant Grove in the double bonus. No coach will be happy with that foul.
No. Aggressive, not necessary, and now puts the team in the double bonus. And I'm sure Pleasant Grove will try to capitalize now.
Great coach of mine always preached no unforced errors. And that right there is an unforced error by Jaden Hampton.
First free throw comes at Fort. Pleasant Grove able to make the second one though.
Just 40 seconds left to go in the half. Chris Lewis wants three from the corner. It's up. No good for the Leopards. That ball's going to be tipped and stolen by the Hawks. Kelly's out in transition. He's going to go all the way, and it's in off the glass. Kenan Kelly, transition bucket. 20 seconds in the half.
Good muscle there by Kenan Kelly, fighting through all that kinds of pressure.
LE probably going to hold for the last shot here.
He's a shooter.
Lewis in the corner. He wants three. That ball's tipped.
With the rebound.
Gets the rebound and off the glass. Mr. Keanu Shepard with another bucket. The buzzer sounds 48-24. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks at home tonight. And as they take a break, we're going to take a small one, and we'll be back with keys to the game here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
And we are back. Halftime here at the Raider Dome, Liberty-Eylau High School, where the Leopards are on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks 48-24 as they got off to a fast pace in that first half, Dodie.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau has been very impressive on both sides of the ball. Defense has been outstanding, barely allowing Pleasant Grove to get past half court most of the game. And then how much they've been able to spread the love. 8 different scores tonight.
Hold on, Doty. Let me cut you off right there before we get all the way into it. These are keys to the game brought to you by Texana Bank and Livewire Electric tonight, Doty. Go ahead.
So keys to the game for Liberty-Eylau, keep doing what you're doing. Share that ball. Yeah, almost got 2 double-digit scores here in that first half with Jaquan Roberts with 14 and Keyu New Shepherd with 9. Beautiful so far for them. For the Leopards, give it to Torian Phillips. That man has been very good. They got to keep him going. And for Pleasant Grove, got to make your free throws. You've got to make your free throws. If Liberty-Eylau is going to give you those fouls, got to make your free throws.
Exactly. That was going to be my keys to the game for Pleasant Grove in the second half. Keep getting to the line, but when you get to the line, make the free throws. You got to make those free throws. You make the free throws in the first half, you cut the lead down by at least 10 or 12 here. So Pleasant Grove definitely has to work on that. My key to the game for the Leopards, like you said, keep doing what you're doing. Stay in that press. Stay in the face of those Pleasant Grove ball handlers, and don't let them get across half court. You keep doing that, and you easily walk out of here with a double-digit win tonight.
What I want to see is J.J. Hampton get a 3. I'm tired of hearing the crickets. I want to hear it. Nothing but the bottom for J.J. Hampton.
Exactly. The crickets have been out tonight for J.J. Hampton. Hopefully in the second half he'll hit a couple, so I can hit. I should trademark this. Nothing but the bottom should be trademarked because we've heard it from a lot of people tonight.
Yeah.
In the Liberty-Eylau Raider Dome.
J.J. was telling us that we were going to hear it all night for him, but nope, not yet. We've been hearing nothing but crickets. I want to see it tonight. I told JJ coming out of the locker room, I was like, JJ, make a 3.
Got to make the 3 if you want us to. Got to make the 3 if you want us to give out those shout outs. But those keys to the game were brought to you by Texana Bank and Livewire Electric. Let's get to some second half action, Doty.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Pleasant Grove is going to start the half with possession. They've got to score here just to give their team a little confidence boost. They need to go on a run.
Yeah, being down 24 here coming in the second half, that's tough. And immediately giving it to Torian Phillips, like we said, it's a good start. Just wasn't able to execute. Ball tipped there. Chris Lewis with the rebound. Can't get it to go off the back iron. Torian Phillips with the rebounds is driving down the court now.
Liberty-Eylau still out in that press. Really staying tight to those defenders. Casey Wright wants 3. It's up. No good for the Hawks. They will get their own rebound. Jalen Borley is going to go up for 2. Off the glass, no good. Pleasant Grove still has possession. Kenan Kelly's fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2 points.
Couldn't get it to go there, but excellent rebounding there. Crashing the boards, getting their own misses, and it's allowing an opportunity for Kenan Kelly to make up for these free throws and get some points here on the board for for PG, excuse me. There's one.
First free throw good.
I also want to give a quick shout out to our partner company, Longview Game Day, as they're streaming Longview and the Texas High Tigers tonight. Right now the score is 19-11. So after this game, go ahead and check out that game and check out another Texarkana team and our Longview partners.
Exactly. Great charge taken by Torian Phillips. We talked about him at halftime. They're going to have to get him more involved in this offense. I know he's got a lot of points tonight. They're going to have to get him more involved, and there he is getting it done on the defensive end.
Great charge there, setting your feet. And Chris Lewis is just going a little too hard there. Wasn't able to finish.
Exactly. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Doty.
Oh, no, you're good.
But Texarkana Game Day has 2 simultaneous, goodness, can't talk tonight, streams going on at once. Texas High is down in Longview playing against the Longview Lobos tonight, which is our sister company. Kenan Kelly slips there. Craig Coffin wants a timeout earlier, doesn't get it, has to call it 2 or 3 times. Either way it goes, Pleasant Grove's going to get the timeout. They're going to take a full one. As they take it, we're going to stay with them. 25-50 is your score. Doty, what does Pleasant Grove have to do to get in this ball game?
I don't even know, man. Like I'm saying, Torian Phillips has got to get it done, but at the same time, they got to spread the love, like Liberty-Eylau's doing. Maybe they need to switch their defensive styles and start playing that press coverage. I want to see Ben Brecker get back in, see if he can calm himself down, and ultimately just lead this Pleasant Grove comeback, even though they are down 25.
25 points is a huge deficit to overcome, but we've seen teams come back from 18 this year. We've seen teams come back from 22 this year, so maybe tonight we can see a team come back from 25.
Game is not over until that final buzzer. The Los Angeles Clippers came back from 35 the other night to beat the Washington Wizards. That's insane.
Anything can happen, but you got to take care of the basketball. When Ellie comes up with another steal there, Jaquan Roberts inside. Tries to dish it to Tyleek Kelly, and it goes off his chest and out of bounds.
They were wanting him to shoot it. That just shows their confidence right there. Jaquan Roberts.
Tyleek Kelly leads the Leopards down the court. Stop and pop. Off the glass and good. He gets the friendly bounce.
Good mid-range game there by Liberty-Eylau, and that's going to be a key factor as well.
And we don't see the mid-range game a lot. I know we talked about it in the girls' game, but we don't see the mid-range all the time. It's three or layup or dunk is what we see. We don't see guys pulling up and taking that little 15-footer.
Chuck, Zach, and I also addressed that yesterday in the girls' game with the A&M Eagles about how they needed to take some more mid-range shots, and if they were able to do that, then that would be stellar and could have led them to a win yesterday. And I think the teams that is able to make the mid-range game and kind of find that in-between is able to usually pull ahead.
There is a timeout on the court right now, Doty. 5 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 52-25 is still your score. Liberty-Eylau with this big lead. I'm just looking over into the huddle right here, and assistant coach Troy Carson and head coach Billy Brewer are telling this team, hey, let's go. Your legs are fine. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep up the pace.
And I think, go ahead. No, they've done a great job of preparing these players, conditioning, and that's a big part of them being football players as well, is their bodies are able to do all of this, and they know that, and they have high standards for these kids. And that's a big thing about Parent Appreciation Night too, is allowing your parents to have trust in you to take care of your kids and know that they are able to do this.
Bucket good off the glass for Kenan Kelly, and that's correct, Doty. Parent Appreciation Night is huge because not only do the parents have to do things in order to get the kids to and from the event, but think about putting trust in another adult to take your kid out of town, to make sure your kid's good, to make sure they eat that food, to make sure that they're okay and safe. That's huge. So Parent Appreciation Night is big, and I'd like to start seeing that more around the area.
Yes. Just a very smart move there by Sean White, throwing it off. Two Pleasant Grove players knock it out of bounds and retain Liberty-Eylau possession. J.J. Hampton playing point guard now. Finds Chris Lewis.
Jaquan Roberts. He wants two. Not going to fall. Jalen Borley with the rebound. That is one thing Liberty-Eylau can't do in this half. They can't just start jacking up shots and missing them. In the first half, they had a very good percentage. Tyleek Kelly takes a huge spill on the sideline, running into the scorer's table. He does pop up right away.
What strength there by Tyleek Kelly. He took a hard crash into that scorer's table, but just popped back up like nothing happened.
Crosstown rivalry, that adrenaline's pumping too hard to feel that.
He knows that this game is not over, and he has to keep fighting for his team.
Torian Phillips in the corner. Not going to fall for the Hawks. Liberty-Eylau is going to take over here. Hampton finds Lewis. Lewis is going to go all the way. He's going to be called for the charge.
Second time this quarter for Chris Lewis.
Charge taken by Kenan Kelly. That's a smart senior move right there.
And there wasn't much that Chris Lewis could have done there. I mean, he was already driving and was able to get the bucket in, but Kenan Kelly with the smart move, getting his feet set outside of that circle, imaginary circle because it's not on the court. Just smart instincts by a good player.
I've always wondered how that worked out in high school. There's no circle down there, so how does the ref actually, know if you were in or outside of the zone?
Just kind of guess. which leaves for a lot of ugliness from fans probably. Like, oh no, it was outside of the circle. We don't know what the circle is.
Exactly. Pleasant Grove working the ball inside. They want to get a bucket quick. They're going to get a foul on the floor. And Liberty-Eylau also has to make sure they stay out of foul trouble here. As this game goes on, fouls add up. You don't want one of your key guys to foul out here, which on this Liberty-Eylau roster, there's a lot of key guys.
Oh yeah, of course. And we've mentioned that they've been able to get everybody involved and already have 3 team fouls here in this beginning of the second half. It's not how you want to start off.
Pleasant Grove basketball on the baseline. They're going to get that into Bordley. Bordley over to Kelly. Kelly to Phillips. Phillips wants to get inside. He loses the handle. It's going to go out of bounds. Liberty-Eylau basketball.
Jalen Bordley's presence underneath hasn't really been able to hasn't really been seen since that first quarter. I want to see Jalen Bordley more, get some more open looks for him, and see his presence underneath and get some more buckets inside.
Oh, yeah. Jalen Bordley is definitely a key factor to this Pleasant Grove offense. They scored the ball very, very well when he's getting touches inside. Torian Phillips on the break, not able to get the bucket to fall. Roberts coming the other way. No look pass, a little out in front of Jaden Hampton. That's going to go out of bounds. Pleasant Grove basketball.
Just a little flashy there. They need to calm down. Game's not over yet. And I still want to see J.J. Hampton get that 3. So.
Liberty-Eylau still playing tough defense. Pleasant Grove not able to get a handle on the ball. That's going to be a block. Akari Johnson with his first bucket of the night.
Good to see Akari out here after that football injury at the beginning of the school year, but out here being a 2-sport athlete now.
Jaden Hampton, that's going to be short for the Leopards. But, yeah, Akari takes a humongous arm break. Huge block from Jaquan Roberts and the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. But, yeah, Akari Johnson, he takes that huge spill in football, breaks his arm, battles back and comes back before the season's over, and then we see him out here on the basketball court.
Yeah, I highly recommend that if you haven't watched the documentary on our Instagram or Facebook about Akari's recovery, I recommend going and watching that and just see his determination to come back for not only football season but also this basketball season as well.
Most definitely. Like and follow those pages. Texarkana Game Day, Instagram, Facebook, our website, TexarkanaGameDay.com or TXKGameDay.com, as well as the Texarkana Game Day app. Make sure you guys are all tuned into that so you don't miss a beat in these high school sports. Cohen K, stop and pop. Not going to go. Good rebound, Jalen Bordley. That ball's not going to go either. Shepard out in transition. Galloway from the corner. It's up. Not going to fall. Thurman with the rebound and the putback. And there it is. Made bucket. Liberty-Eylau right back out in that press.
Good aggression to get inside there by Thurman.
Inside bucket for Jalen Bordley's up and good. Going to have a timeout, Liberty-Eylau. And as they take that timeout, we will take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back to the Liberty-Eylau Raider Dome. Our score is 54-31 Liberty-Eylau with 2:19 left to play here in this third quarter. I'd assume Liberty-Eylau took this timeout just to kind of calm their guys down. They do have a big lead, 23 points, but Coach Brewer does not take that lightly. He still wants his guys to calm down and play this game the right way and do everything in their power to come away with a good win here tonight. Across in Longview, we do want to shout out them. Right now it is halftime in that game. Longview's winning 30-18. So we wish good luck to both of those teams and wish for that to be a good game.
Oh, yeah, the games are fun when it's two teams that we are a part of. Thurman back inside. He's good. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 56-31 is the score. The Liberty-Eylau Leopards are not letting up right now. Sepper's going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, I believe that that's because of Coach Brewer calling that timeout and getting his guys settled, making sure that they understand what's going on and calming them down a little bit and trying to get their mind right.
Unforced error. As Sepper sails that pass over the head of Roger Galloway. Kelly trying to work inside. Liberty-Eylau face-to-face defense right here. Akari Johnson wants to get inside. He will, but he will be called for a travel.
Akari is another one of those sophomores that has so much potential here in not only this game but football as well. And as we see him grow throughout the years, we'll see that potential blow through the roof.
Oh, yeah, that potential is going to fly through the roof. And we have to think that if he didn't have that horrific injury at the beginning of the season, he'd be one of the guys getting all these graphics on Texarkana Game Day.
Oh, for sure. Like, he had crazy stats in that first game against Nashville, and that was only about a quarter or a half.
Three for Sepper, good off the back of the rim. But yeah, it's just 6 plays and a crazy amount of yards offensively.
Well, we saw the same thing with David Johnson this year out of Hooks. 300 yards in one game. And then he didn't play the rest of the year with a broken leg.
Foul called there. Torian Phillips will head to the line for 2. And that's right, David Johnson missed that entire season but still ended up on the Texarkana Game Day leaderboard for yards.
And he is a UTSA commit as of now. And we'll look forward to seeing him play in college.
Oh, yeah. David Johnson, one of those rare athletes. I don't know if you've ever seen him play. I don't know if you've ever been able to see him run around. But this guy can jump out of the gym. This guy can run as fast as the wind. I mean, he's one of those rare athletes. You just don't see that guys like David Johnson every day. So hearing that he had broken his leg, it really hurt me.
And you never wish for an injury upon any of these kids. And like we saw last night in the A&M game, the girl who tore her ACL, he had offers from UConn and ended up at A&M Texarkana and is trying to find her way back up into that Division I area. And it's tough. And you got to commend them for being able to fight through all these injuries.
Oh, yeah. Being an athlete myself, going through the injury process and having to work your way back, it's not an easy feat by any means. And so for any athlete that does it, man, hats off to those guys. So hats off to Akari Johnson for being back out on the court and just going full speed and recovering from that injury.
Back to the game now. 7 team fouls here for Liberty-Eylau. Again, getting in foul trouble early, and see if that pays off.
Rebound and putback, Torian Phillips with just 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 59-35 is your score. Off the glass and no good for the Leopards. Pleasant Grove out in transition. Kenan Kelly is going to be fouled hard on the baseline.
Very hard foul there. And I think that's going to come with the rivalry.
Honestly surprised there wasn't a bigger call there. I know there's no breakaway fouls at the high school level, but that right there was a breakaway foul.
Yeah, clear basket foul in the NBA, and I'm sure that'll probably get adjusted here to high school in the next upcoming years, but still a hard foul nonetheless.
Trying to get that ball into Martin Haley, not able to do that, and I said earlier that would be a huge key to the game. Martin Haley would have to get involved. And that hasn't happened for the Hawks tonight. Having a discussion here. They're pointing up at the play clock.
I believe they're talking about the foul situation. Liberty-Eylau has 8. I feel like Pleasant Grove probably should have gone to the line there for a 1-on-1 earlier.
Just 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This would probably be the only foul Pleasant Grove is going to get. They definitely want those free throws. Coach Craig Coffins being vigilant, fighting for his team here. Coach Billy Brewer wants answers. Kelly's on the line by himself. Not sure exactly what the call is. First free throw's good. Second free throw good for Kelly as well. Now Liberty-Eylau is going to get to take the ball out where the foul was committed.
Yeah, I'm feeling it must have been a referee error with the fouls and what was supposed to happen there, and that was the reason why they got those.
Kelly wants to get inside. He will with the floater off the glass. No good. Pleasant Grove's got to push it here. 13 seconds on the clock. Kelly's going all the way inside. He's going to be fouled hard again. Kenny Kelly headed to the line for 2.
And beyond the aggression of the fouls, that's 9 team fouls now on Liberty-Eylau, and it's only the third quarter. They're playing hard and kind of giving up unnecessary fouls.
Exactly. I guess they kind of heard me say they kind of should go with the hack-a-sack attack because they're doing it.
Yeah.
And Pleasant Grove's not making their free throws. Second free throw off the mark as well for Kelly. Just 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. Liberty-Eylau brings it up. They're going to want a last shot. Galloway shoots it early. Not going to go. Still chance for another one. Shepard for 3. No good for the Leopards. Would have sent this gem.
He shot that right in front of us. I thought that was going in.
Would have sent this gem out of control. But that is the end of the quarter. 59-37 is your score. As they take a break right here, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we are back for some fourth quarter action here at the Raider Dome, live in Liberty-Eylau. The Leopards on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks, 59-37. Liberty-Eylau will start the quarter with possession. Quick foul picked up by Torian Phillips.
And for all those watching on YouTube, make sure to share the message that we need to catch the game here, as we are experiencing issues on Facebook as of right now. So make sure to spread the word that the game is on Facebook, or on YouTube, excuse me, and we'll be off Facebook for the rest of the night.
Yes. There you go, Doty. You're very good at your job, sir.
All for the company.
Tyler Kelly with the head fake gets inside. Floater off the backboard for the and one. Tyler Kelly. 7 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. 61-37 is your score. Liberty-Eylau still on top of the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Kind of Steph Curry-esque.
Yeah, I like that move.
The floater and one. Very, very pretty.
Tyler Kelly, another one of those hybrid players, guard/forward guys on the roster. Out of bounds, last touch. Waiting for the call here. Neither ref knows. We got a ref coming from the other side saying Pleasant Grove's ball. The fans are not happy with that call.
It seemed like they were going to agree to a jump ball, and the FAR referee finally came up to a decision for him.
Brendan Clark with the floater, no good for the Hawks. Bricker called for a foul in the corner.
I think it's been very impressive from Liberty-Eylau, having Tracy Revels gone out of this game and still being able to capitalize in whatever way that they can, and being potent on offense and defense.
Yes, this Liberty-Eylau Leopards team, they've definitely taken a step up from the last time we saw them.
Can't get it to go there on Liberty-Eylau, and Torian Phillips will take it up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Keaton Kelly. He's going to get fouled. And I think a big part of that is kind of like redemption in a way. Liberty-Eylau did lose their last game to North Lamar, so they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder in that way. Wanted to come back, get a good win here at home, and just carry that momentum as they can.
Both of these teams fighting for district, fighting for a playoff spot. And this Liberty-Eylau team really has a chance to make a deep, deep run. Sitting at 16-5 right now.
16-6, 3-2 in district. Right now they're in second in district, only behind Paris, and that's a very good Paris team.
Very good.
A D1 athlete on that team, in fact, and so for Liberty-Eylau, this has been a very good season. Arguably the best team in Texarkana so far, and it's been fun to watch them all season.
It has been. That's great movement right there displayed by the Leopards before Chris Lewis is fouled and headed to the line. This Liberty-Eylau team getting better each week, like I said earlier. They're going to be a fun team to watch here late in the season. (63-39) your score now. Liberty-Eylau still on top.
Liberty-Eylau almost has 4 people in double digits. That's very, very impressive.
That's huge.
Jaquan Roberts with 14, Keegan Shepard with 14, Tyleek Kelly with 12, and Pharrell Thurman with 9.
And Thurman coming in late to get those points, doing his job. Kelly wants more, not going to go. Kenan Kelly's out in transition. That ball is going to be tipped and stolen by the Leopards.
Bunch of cockroaches from J.J. Hampton, though.
The turnover game for the Leopards tonight, or for the Hawks tonight, has been a huge reason for this deficit. But you have to give all the credit to Coach Brewer and his team for putting all the pressure that they can on them.
Absolutely. That man coverage all game has been, let's just keep PG out of this game. And then, again, Jaquan Roberts finishing through the pressure, 16 on the night. And despite the lead, they're still in that press man. They are not giving up. They want to make sure that they have this game in the bag.
Pleasant Grove moving the ball around the arc. Shot from Kelly is up, no good for the Hawks. Rebound, Chris Lewis. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
Get J3 open in the corner.
Roberts wants it all to himself, and he'll get it off the glass and good.
Jaquan Roberts has been the standout performer in this game. Absolutely great for this Liberty-Eylau offense and defense.
Leopards defense almost said forced another turnover there. There will be a foul called. That's going to put the Hawks on the line here. It's going to be the 10th team foul, so we'll have double bonus.
And you might wonder why Liberty-Eylau is still playing that man coverage with such a big lead, but that's just what they know. That's Liberty-Eylau basketball. They won't take that off. The only time that they truly play zone in a way is if they're in bad foul trouble. But for the most part, they've been decently clean off game. Now in the double bonus, but for the most part, they have just had everything on locks with that man coverage, and has been everything that Coach Brewer could ask for.
Exactly, and then also you got to think about the rest of the season, right? You got to think about the rest of the season in playoffs. So staying in that press, staying in that man, no matter what the score is in the game, is also working on your craft. If we're going to be a team that's going to be known for our pressure and known for our press and known for the way we run the floor, we've got to run the floor all year and able to know we can run it late in the season. I think another big thing that helps Liberty-Eylau. There's JJ.
Oh.
Not going to fall.
Come on, J3.
Kenny Kelly inside.
Good steal, but
not going to get it. Off the glass, no good from Johnson. Gets his own rebound, no good either. Bordley has some contact underneath, no foul call. There's Whit Lawrence out in transition. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly wants three. It's up. No good for the Hawks. Liberty-Eylau takes over.
Got to take advantage of those when you get them.
Out in transition. He finds Roberts for three. Not going to go. Going to have a foul against Roberts. That's one of those unforced errors right there. Not really wanting to pick up that foul.
And I believe we'll see Roger Galloway come in for Roberts here.
First free throw good from Phillips. Roberts will check out of the game. That will probably be our last time seeing him for the night, as there's only 3 minutes, 44 seconds left in the ball game.
Great game by Roberts, though. 18 points on the night. Was stellar on both defense and offenses, and just carried this team to what is a great game for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
Liberty-Eylau setting up the offense. Slowing it down just a little bit here on the offensive end. Hampton finds Kelly. Kelly wants to get inside.
JJ was trying to be like Bree on the block there.
Kelly stop and pop. Not going to fall. Rebound Greg London. He gets it inside to Galloway. We're going to have a timeout here called by the Leopards, and as they take this timeout, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
And we are back. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. 68-42 is your score here at the Raider Dome in Liberty-Eylau tonight. Want to give a shout out to the crew tonight. Cameron Sullivan producing the game, producing the broadcast. In the booth tonight, you got myself, Nick Reed, along with my boy Zach Doty. On the cameras, Donovan Brown, Dalton Robertson, and the one and only Ronald Macaramba.
Oh, and then can't forget to mention the man in charge, Mr. Morgan Smith himself.
Exactly. I got in trouble for that. Can't forget to mention Mr. Game Day himself, Morgan Smith.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Walker there.
Shout out to the little man as well.
Shout out to Baby Will, too. Dude, he got 4 shots yesterday. That's insane.
Torion Phillips in transition. He's up, and it's good. 68-44 is your score.
15 for Torion Phillips.
Shepard out in transition. Pass to Galloway, up and under, not going to fall. Would have been pretty. Borley for 3. Not going to fall for the Hawks. Assistant coach Troy Carson as well as Billy Brewer still up and coaching hard here.
They want them to find that middle ground of not too fast but not too lackadaisical as well.
Floater no good for Shepard. That's going to be out of bounds. We will see Roberts again as he checks in the game for Roger Galloway. And there he is immediately coming up with the tip pass and steal. Hampton gets it across half court.
Running some plays, getting some more practice in, getting the weave going.
Jaden Hampton gets inside. Nice dime, but it's tipped. Well, I guess nice dish. It can't be a dime unless it gets there, right?
Everybody's wanting Jaden to shoot. Just won't do it. Wide open.
Roberts for 3, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom.
21 tonight for Jaquan Roberts. A revert. We got nothing but the bottom from the crowd.
Jalen Borley throws one up, no good. Kenan Kelly tries to have a putback dunk there. It won't fall either. Whit Lawrence knocks the ball out of bounds. Pleasant Grove basketball.
I think we got a Nick Reed fan club behind us.
I don't know if they're my fan or if they're making fun of me, but either way it goes, I'm trademarking it. So if you say it, you owe me a little bit of bread.
$5 every time somebody makes a 3.
Texarkana Game Day NFTs coming soon.
We're creating our own metaverse as well.
Hold up now, don't get Mark on our heads. Shepard for 3, nothing but the bottom. Borley inside off the glass is good. 48 seconds remaining in the game. 74-46 is your score. Liberty-Eylau Leopards running away with this one. Tyler Kelly spin move inside to Jaquan Roberts. It's good off the glass. Borley gets back inside off the glass and good again.
Jalen Borley, double digits.
Under 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Akari Johnson still playing hard against some of his former teammates. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that is the ball game. Liberty-Eylau Leopards take care of business tonight, 76-48 in the big victory with the crosstown rivalry. With Texarkana Game Day, this is Nick Reed and Zach Doty in the booth. Cameron Sullivan on the keys. On the cameras, Ronald Macaramba, Donovan Brown, and Dalton Robertson. We are Texarkana Game Day. We will see you next time.